بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أصحاب المعالي، أصحاب السعادة، أيها الحضور الكرام، يسعدني أن أشكركم على هذا الحضور، وأن أشكر سمو الشيخ عبد الله بن حمد آل خليفة لرعاية هذا المؤتمر الهام، وأتمنى أن يكون هذا المؤتمر مؤتمراً ناجحاً إن شاء الله فيما يتعلق بهذا الموضوع الهام، الطاقة المتجددة. واسمحوا لي الآن أن أتحدث باللغة الإنجليزية وهي لغة المؤتمر. Your Excellencies and distinguished guests, good morning and welcome. On behalf of Dirasat, Bahrain Center for Strategic, International and Energy Studies, I would like to express my pleasure in addressing this timely and important event in Renewable Energy Forum. Firstly, I would like to thank our patron, Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the personal representative of His Majesty the King, for blessing this event. I would also like to express appreciation to Flensburg University of Applied Sciences from the Federal Republic of Germany and Kingdom University from the Kingdom of Bahrain for the fruitful collaboration which resulted in us being here today at what promises to be a highly informative and exciting few days. I would also like to thank the organizations that sponsored this event, namely the Bahrain National Gas Company, Bahrain Mumtalakat Holding Company, Gulf Petrochemical Industries Company, the Electricity and Water Authority, and Aluminum Bahrain. Now to move on to the main topic of our conference, energy. Energy is the #1 component that led the world to industrialization in the early 18th century. It swept the world and took over nations, progressing them from basic agricultural societies to sophisticated mega manufacturing economies. It is at the heart of all the advancements we see today, and life, as we know it, would be unimaginable without it. Because of this, its security and sustainability has become a strategic matter to the preservation of humanity. Scientists, strategists, and politicians strive relentlessly to introduce means of sustainable energy that can outperform current methods. One of these solutions is what is known as green energy, a source of energy that is based on existing and perishable resources that will replace or at least work in parallel with the fossil fuel. Green energy refers to whatever can be considered a clean source of energy, has become one of the main issues being sought after and developed all over the world for more than a decade. The obstacle to this has been the amount of investment of time, capital, and effort in a situation of international financial crisis that is needed to fund such research to keep up with technological advancement in this field. One of the main challenges facing us in the 21st century is sustainable development that can meet the constant demand for growth and economic prosperity. Despite the impressive developments achieved worldwide since fossil fuels were first developed, was the impact on the environment. However, the critics have questioned whether investing into technology reducing negative impacts of fossil fuel could outweigh investing into clean energy for the short run. No different than others, there have been numerous renewable energy pilot plants in the Arabian Gulf region. However, the overall contribution to the GCC's power generation or consumption has so far been negligible. Nevertheless, there is a new drive in the region towards renewable energy that is very encouraging, with most countries within the Gulf Cooperation countries having targets for developing green sources of energy. For instance, Bahrain has just recently signed a contract to establish a 5-megawatt solar power plant. Other examples would be Saudi Arabia's intention to build the world's largest solar desalination plant that will perhaps encourage others to invest in similar infrastructure. The countries of the GCC and Middle East are heavily reliant on desalination plants to meet growing demands for water. Indeed, the Middle East and Africa now account for nearly half of the world's global desalination capacity, with Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates alone accounting for nearly 30% of this capacity. Despite an abundant source of solar power in the Gulf Cooperation Council, it is not being utilized sufficiently. From a strategic perspective, renewable energy has the potential to provide significant opportunities for small and medium-sized industries and businesses, and to create hundreds of new jobs. However, the industry requires more investment in research and development projects and cannot move forward successfully without a comprehensive framework encompassing regulations of subsidies, provision of incentives, setting of energy efficiency targets, and improved consumer awareness. Many issues arise: technical, legislative, operative, and executive. You have a busy 3 days ahead of you to discuss such matters. We hope that the end product of this forum will be recommendations that will set out the economic, legislative, and technical aspects required for Bahrain to move forward in the adopting a green energy strategy. We have no doubt the future is in good hands. I leave it to you. Thank you very much.